Hello, guys. It is November 19th, Tuesday, 2024. Thank you for joining me on my peach trees and sunflower seeds here on GSKP, Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach. It's good to see y'all. As I've said, today we'll be talking the Tyson J. Paul fight. First, some shout outs to our veterans. We can never appreciate them enough. I also like to shout out my nephews, Juju and Coco Bean. Hi, guys. Hi. As I said, we're going to be talking Tyson, Jake Paul. Let's let our song play out and then we'll get to the business at hand.
I knew.
Again, thank you for joining me here on Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach, GSKP, where we do reviews on movies, TV, current events, life situations. We just talk about it all here. Today, as I said before, first some shout outs. Again, I want to thank the veterans for their service. I want to thank all of my subscribers. I could not do this without you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day and out of your life to listen to me run my mouth. As I said, we're going to be talking about the Jake Paul and Tyson fight. First, let's start with this. Oh my goodness. I could not believe this fight. I just cannot believe that Tyson. Well, I can and I can't. First, let's consider the fact that he's 58. And even with that, I still don't think Tyson should have lost this fight. Okay? Now, let me tell you why I say that. Because there are some 58-year-old men walking around here right now. Jake Paul don't want no parts, no smoke. Okay? Okay? I'm just gonna put it out there. Jake Paul was and is a YouTuber. And we have to consider the fact that the persons that he's fighting, from what I understand, are not very well ranked fighters. And like Tyson, they are elderly and out of condition. Now, you don't get no points for beating up no old man. But, as a friend and I were talking yesterday, it is obvious that this was a money grab. Period. Yes, this was strictly a money grab. This had nothing to do with ranking and titles and this, that, and the other. This was strictly entertainment only. Absolutely was. Because there is no way. Me, myself, strictly my opinion and what I believe, Tyson being the fighter that he was, if he had have been conditioning, and training himself from the time he retired to present, Jake Paul would have gotten the brakes beaten off of him. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Because 58 is not decrepit, okay? And like I said, there are some 58-year-old men walking around here right now that would drop the transmission for Jake Paul. He wouldn't know which way to go right now. There are some young men, some young 58-year-old men that will break Jake Paul's back. And he knows it. He knows it. Mike Tyson should have been in the shape because of how disrespectful Jake Paul was. He should have put that young whippersnapper in his place to let him know, because young people are very disrespectful in this day and time. A lot of y'all, a whole bunch of y'all. And you need to be shown that because you're 27 and you think you grown, that you can handle another grown person. No, ma'am. No, sir. It don't work like that. Don't let Jake Paul fool you into thinking because you're 27 that you can run over a 58-year-old grown person. That was for entertainment purposes only. Period. Period. Don't get me wrong. Time catches up to us all. But don't you be fooled into believing that somebody 58 years old, you can just beat them to death. That's not true, y'all. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. There's a lot of 58-year-old right now that would hand Jake Paul his hat. Now, as far as exhibition and entertainment, yeah. It wasn't that good of a fight. Because obviously Tyson was in no shape. Supposedly. Because from watching the training videos of Tyson leading up to the fight, Jake Paul's nose is supposed to be over here somewhere. Over there by his ear somewhere. But as I had said before, this was strictly entertainment and a money grab. For this fight, Jake Paul got $40 million. Tyson took home 20. I would have took a dive too for $20 million. I ain't mad at you, Tyson. Because this fight was only to try to give Jake Paul notoriety. And that's what he's getting. Smart move. Can't be mad at that. Make the money. Get your money. But during the course of him getting the money, he's also obtained some more opponents. From looking at news and reading articles and things of that nature to find subjects in which to discuss or talk about on this channel. Muhammad Ali's grandson has come forth and says he wants to fight Jake Paul. Now, here's the thing. Muhammad Ali's grandson is not in the same weight class as Jake Paul. See, those are the kind of fighters. And of course, Jake Paul weighs more. So that's already to his advantage. Trying to make him look like he's a great fighter. Now, if he's a great fighter, hey, I congratulate him. If he can get down like that, then you go right ahead, Mr. Jake Paul, and you get on down. But if you're not, sit down, Mr. Jake Paul, before you get hurt. Or just fight in your weight class, in your rank. If you're not very good, you're young. Keep working on it till you get better. But stop trying to clown these older and fighters that are not your match. Find somebody that is your match to fight. That's what I want you to do. Prove that you can really fight. It says that Muhammad Ali's grandson is revenging for Tyson. Well, I hope things work out for you. I really do. Because again, how are you going to try to climb up the ladder off the backs of old people? And now you're this bad, scary boxer. Like I said, find somebody in your class and fight them. That's what I want to see. From what I understand, Jake Paul crossed over from MMA. Jake Paul is currently ranked 126th in the world of boxing. He's had 8 fights. Okay, Jake Paul's record. His division is heavyweights. I think what I'm looking at maybe is his MMA record. Um, I don't know. No. He's had 12 bouts, 60 rounds. He's at 63.64% on knockouts. His career is from 20 to 24. He debuted January 30th, 2020. 27. Uh, that's Jake Paul's record. In the boxing ring. Um, I want to know who he's fought. His boxing record, Jake Paul is 11-1. With 7 knockouts in his career, his only loss came via a split decision to Tommy Fury in February 2023. I want to know who he's fought. Let's check it out. Looks like Mayweather calls out Jake Paul. I don't know about that. Jake Paul, I don't know if you want any of that. I'm sorry, bruh. You might you might need to think about that thing because how old is Mayweather? I mean, he on up there a little bit too, ain't he? Because that's gonna be a good one too. Well, it's supposed to be. Well, because the Tyson and Jake Paul fight was horrible. It was just horrible. The girls' fight was better than theirs. Sorry, but you have to understand. We have to understand that fight was scripted. That was just a payday for both of them. For both of them, because if it were me, I would take a dive too. For $20 million, you can go. Just you know, go ahead. You can use me to pull up your rank. I ain't mad at you. Just, have my money ready when I leave here. Just don't kill me and don't beat me up so bad. But yeah, yeah. Because there isn't, I just cannot, I will not, I refuse to believe Iron Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, if Tyson was in his prime, Jake Paul wouldn't even, wait. If Tyson was in his prime, Jake Paul wouldn't even be able to get in the ring with him, period. Because he wouldn't be on his level. He wouldn't be on his level. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. It'd be different if he was supposed to be on that kind of level, if he was that bad of a boy. As a matter of fact, let's look at that. No. I want to know, like, that's not what I want to know. Come on, let's see. What are the ages of the components of Jake Paul? We need to find this out because Jake Paul is 27, haven't been born. That's not what I want to know. That's not what I want to know. They're still talking about uh him and Tyson, and that's not what I want to know. I want to know the ages and ranks of his opponents. It's only 11 of them, so why is that so hard to be found? Right. Well, according to an article that I'm reading, he beat Ben Askren, Tyrone Woodley, um, he was going to fight somebody named Tommy Fury, but he had a broken rib, so they had to cancel that fight. But that's not telling me the age and ranking of these fighters. Anyway, he beat Andre August and Ryan Borland, boxers at the same level. He challenged Mike Tyson to fight. Um, Paul took out MMA and bare knuckle fighter Mike Perry. So I think that Jake Paul may be much better suited for MMA. But then again, he could become a great fighter. I'm not trying to take that from him. If you do, go through the proper channels just like everybody else had to do. Don't use old crippled men and people that are not in your league to take advantage of. Go ahead and fight those that are in your class and win. I think that's my problem with this whole thing about trying to hype him. He's not a great fighter. Great fighters don't beat up old men. Sorry. They don't do that. If you're gonna fight somebody in your class. Win fair and square. There's no problem with that. Absolutely no problem with a fair and square fight. If you beat him up, you just beat him up. But again, using this old man, nah. Out of shape, unconditioned old man, nah. Mm-mm. A 58-year-old man, same weight, height, class as him, and in tip top shape, would beat the brakes off of Jake Paul. Beat the brakes off him. Sorry, guys. And I ain't got nothing against Jake Paul. Nothing. No matter who it is. How you gonna take advantage of somebody? Well, I mean, it happens all day, every day. So let me stop talking about that because it happens. It happens all the time. But again, they said the fight was, the fight was horrible. The girls had more action going on than they did. And it's just, come on, all that. At least we got to give them credit. They did the whole 8 rounds. And again, this was an exhibition. This was a fight for money. This shouldn't even be considered ranking at all. It really should not. Again, just expedition and entertainment is all it should have been considered. Well, y'all, I think I've said enough about that. I mean, it really wasn't that much to say other than it was a terrible fight. The fight sucked. It was horrible. I mean, it'd be different if they gave us something to watch, but they didn't. It was kind of sad, actually. But it is what it is. I want to thank you guys for joining me here on GSKP, Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach. Please like, comment, share, tell somebody about it. Leave me some comments. Give me something to talk about. We're going to be starting something new here pretty soon. I'm going to be interviewing people on site, on the phone. If there's some things you want to talk about, comment. Let me know. I mean, we learn together, so we can teach and, one another, share information. We might be able to help somebody out. If we help one, done enough. Wear your mask. Be safe out there. Tell somebody you love them. Tomorrow's not promised. Again, I want to say thank you to all my peach trees and sunflower seeds. I want to say thank you to those that just stop by and watch. Even if you don't subscribe, I thank you for just looking at me. I appreciate your time. I really do. Like I always say, I can't do it without you. If you don't take the time to stop and look at me, nothing happens. Thank you. I appreciate it. So until next time, wear your mask. COVID is still alive. And I am my brother's keeper. I love you.